technical difficulties. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Cheers. Sorry, guys. I was late. What's up, Galaxy? Good morning. What's up? Oh my God. I was going to say, what's up, AG? Good morning. This always happens. I don't know, man. I got the serious short-term memory. What up, Riz? Good morning. Rose, good morning. Good to see you. Habitual, good morning. Rose already asking people to flash her sinner. What, really? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, oh, Rose is asking. I'm like, I thought you meant weirdos are already here. I'm like, Sinner Sunday is early. What's up, J-Man? Good to see you. Yes, I was getting my coffee. You know, it's always like a pot watch doesn't boil. A cup of coffee, no. A coffee brew doesn't brew when I don't freaking know. You know what I'm talking about. When you watch a pot of water, it doesn't boil. Anyways, good morning. What's up, Bernie? Good morning. And what's up, Jay? Shout out to Bernie for hanging out on TFP After Dark yesterday. Was so much fun. Always a good time. Is this Saucy Sunday? Yes, I guess so. What's up, Bearded Basement? Good morning. What's up, Mia? Happy Sunday. And good morning, calves. You got bugs real bad in your garden. What? Why? No, that video, I thought it was water. If that's water spraying, those aren't bugs. That's because I filmed at night with the flash. Or not at night, when the lights were off. I definitely do not have bugs in my garden. I don't even have bugs in my house. How would I have bugs in my garden? There's not even bugs outside. We got tons of snow. Yeah, I feel like if I had bugs, I would see them when I check my leaves under the scope, like all the time. It's because of the mister. Whenever I film at night with the flash and I have the mister, the fans are on sometimes. Like this morning, I forgot to turn them off, and yeah, everything was flying around. No bugs. We good. I'm confident. What's up, Doc Levy? Good morning. And what's up, Toulouse? Good morning. And good morning, Hash. What's up, Morphiz? Good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? It was a good show last night. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know why. Don't know why what? Why I have bugs? The video says different. Are you serious? Okay, I think I have it saved on my other device too. Now you're gonna trip me out here. I'm gonna set up some sticky traps just to be safe. But I really feel like if I had bugs, I would see it. Yeah, like what's up, Grumpy Bulldog? And what's up, Tristan? What's up, Lucky Shamrock? Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna check. You can always look at it with the microscope. Yeah, I check my leaves with the scope all the time, and I don't see any bugs. So if there are bugs in the tent, they are not on my plants. But let's see. Do I have this video saved on my phone? I do not. All right, well, I'll have to look at it later. What's up, Gauged Grower? Happy Sunday to you. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That's what she said. Yeah, everyone double tap to keep the bugs away. I mean, all I can do, I'm going to set up some sticky traps. And if we have bugs, we'll find out fairly quickly. I don't think yeah, did you send packages again? I think it's dust and other particles flying around. You know, if I go into another room, like, I don't know, any other room in the dark and I turn the flash on and take a video, if there's some kind of draft and there's some kind of dust, you're gonna see the same thing. I don't know, unless you saw like wings and stuff. I didn't look up close. He said tomorrow. Yeah, everyone watch out for packages from Hash. Also, because I know exactly what you're talking about, if I actually had bugs that bad, I feel like I would see it flying around at some point. Yeah, honestly, it's probably like my hair I'm not even kidding. Yeah, it's just kind of out of control these days, you guys. Okay? Did I say good morning, Tristan? Good to see you. So yeah, I mean, all I can do, you know what? I'm done stressing out and tripping out. If there's bugs, there's bugs. There's nothing else I can do about it. I don't think there is, though. I'm pretty confident just because, like I said, I'm very careful. Put up a poll. Let's vote. What's up, Haas Farms? Good to see you. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I am going to go get my sticky traps, and we'll put those up while I have coffee and talk. So hang on. Let me go get those. What's up, Barry? No, you guys don't need to go watch the video. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're going to put up sticky traps and everything's going to be fine. Okay? We got no bugs. I promise. Dust or gnats? No, I'm telling you guys, it's dust. But even if it's gnats, I'm cool. I'll take the gnats, but it's not. Because, even if I check my leaves under the scope like every other day. So because I'm confident, I'm not tripping out. But you guys want to trip out for me? That's cool too. And we'll find out fairly quickly if we've got a problem with our plants. Yeah, I'm just going to cut these. There's my scissors. How would they get in? Through the basement. I saw it, no bug. Yeah, I know it's not bugs, but I mean, look, I never want to say never, right? There probably are microscopic bugs that could be flying around in the basement that could find their way into the grow tent. You know, I bring home groceries. Fruit flies are a thing. So, yeah, we're going to put sticky traps. Water droplets don't flow from south to north. No, but dust does. And there is dust in the grow tent for sure. Like, I can see it on the fans. Whether it's from my clothing or like my hair or the stuff that I bring into the grow, there's definitely dust in the grow tent. So I try to use the air purifier, and the fans blow it around, and you could see even in the air purifier it catches it. So I do think it could be dust. Like, no, these are my sweatpants, and they're so long that I have to tuck them into my socks. It's a comfy Sunday. I have so many fans in here. Don't blame the basement. What's up, Yellow Skunk? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Those will gunk up your scissors. Oh, then I shouldn't use them. Let's just rip this. No, I need other scissors. I don't know where I put my other scissors. Whatever. I'm just gonna use these. I've got ducks in my pool. How do you keep ducks out of the pool? I don't know. Oh, never mind. I don't know. Where do you keep that Miracle Grow soil bag? Oh, far away from the tent. It's like, yeah, as far from the tent as, I'm glad you don't have bugs in your tent or your hair. Yes, and you know what? Thank you to those of you that have questioned me in the past. It's because of that now I'm checking my leaves all the time, and I didn't trip out automatically when that was suggested, because I do have a certain sense of confidence of what's happening in my garden now. I know, because I'm so on top of everything, like I know. And I'm not saying, like, again, it could be gnats, fruit flies, but whatever it is, it's nothing that's hanging out on the plants. But you never know, right? You always got to stay on top of it. What's up, Doyle? Good morning. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. Fake floating gator head will scare them out of your pool. You know what? I've tried all kinds of traps for like pigeon, not traps, but like, you know, the owls or whatever, the predatory birds, to try to deter pigeons and stuff. And it doesn't do anything. These ducks, pigeons, whatever, they'll adapt, and they're smart. They'll figure it out. So yeah, I'm just going to put a few sticky traps around the buckets. And, but the lemon stick is in Miracle Grow, which is in the tent. But I made sure I left it outside of the tent for like 3 days, just to make sure that there was no gnats or anything like that. And I left it in the area where my clones are right now. And my clones are gnat free. Everything that I bring home from other people, it always stays far from the tent, outside of the tent. If it is like a bottle or a product I'm bringing in to show you guys that I picked up from the day before, I always clean it firsthand, or first before I show you guys. I'm very, very, very careful about what goes in and out of that grow tent. Did I say good morning, Doc Levy? Good morning. Long as you're doing IPM, you'll be bug free. Yes, every Wednesday and Sunday are my IPM days, and then sometimes a day in between, depending on how my plants are doing. I'll do a little bit of overgrow, the optic foliar overgrow, just because I have it. Canadian geese are gangsters. Not so much. They can attack, and they will. What's up, Donkey Butts? Good morning. What's up, Mike? Good morning. You have actual owls. I am jelly. I love owls. I actually have an obsession with owls. I don't know what it is. They just look so wise. Lizards. That's habitual. Habitual's got the reptiles. Trust me, I have had gnats. I bought a bag of soil for a tree that I have upstairs, an indoor tree. It's the only house plant I've got. And it was covered, like the soil must have had so much larva. I had gnats for, oh no, what was it? It wasn't soil. For whatever reason, I brought the tree outside, and then I brought it back inside. And when I brought it back inside, I had gnats for like weeks, and they were like by the hundreds. I could not get rid of them. So I've had gnat experience with gnats since before I even had this garden. Shave your head just to be sure. Yeah. Have you guys know the author Robert Munsch? Anybody read Stephanie's Ponytail? Canadian geese are good. What? Ew. That's gross, Jay, man. Get out. I'm just kidding. Drop my coffee? What are you, pulling a me now, Riz? Oh my gosh. Good morning, Germinator. And good morning, Storms. Good to see you guys. Plant marigolds and strong scented herbs. Yeah, well, we've got basil can be pretty strong. I can do some sage. We're gonna pop some seeds today. I'll take you guys on a tent tour in just a second. That is not the first time I've heard that. Okay, people used to call me annoying, and they used to call me a gnat, like a gnat, not like the bug, not like my nickname, because I'm annoying. We get it. All right, so I'm just gonna put them High, low, everywhere. The reason why I don't want to put it like right here is because I always walk by it and then it gets stuck to me and then I get irritated and you know. I'm just gonna go put one over there. Not the gnat. I get that all the time. Okay, you guys are not original. Actually, we're gonna pop some poppy seeds today. I'm not gonna use any products, no, but thank you. All right. I froze the video and one of the gnats is flipping you off. You know what? I'm flipping it right back off too. It's just practicing its backflips. That's funny. And actually, Hash, I told it to flip you off in the video. But you guys should always be, know what's going on in your garden, because then you don't get bothered by people in the comments telling you what the problem is, because you already know. I actually saw it happen today. Another grower that I follow posted something, and all these people were commenting all this stuff, but she knew what was going on in her garden, and she told them, like, thanks, but no thanks. I know. And I think that's cool, you know. I shared to you my digital creator grower friend Waylon, the indoor farmer. He's here in the live. Oh, what's up, Waylon? Thank you so much for hanging out. New here, but I subscribe. Welcome. We're going to go on a tent tour in like 3 minutes. So if you want to check out my garden, just wait a few minutes because I'm going to show you guys. The garden looks great today. Just heard something fall outside the grow tent and it did not sound good. Got a few traps and we'll see. All right, so I was starting to think there weren't any growers on YouTube. No, welcome to the whole community of growers. Most people in the chat are all growers here. We're at Wayland, so welcome. It's a big community, a lot of wonderful, dedicated, committed people with some really cool plants, some cool setups, and some cool content. So welcome. Cheers, everybody. We're gonna go on a tent tour. I think Hash is saying it makes more sense that the gnat was flipping him off versus me off, right? All right, this is the garden. So for those of you that are new here, this is my grow tent, indoor grow tent, 20 by 10. I've got a bunch of different plants. What's up, Pro Pyro? Good morning. I've got 2 bucket systems. This bucket system has 20 buckets. This bucket system has 20 buckets. They have peppers in this one, peppers in this one, and some random parsley in there. And then we have After Dark plants, which is on the other channel. You can go check that out. And then we have some tomato plants over here. I'll take you through each plant in a sec. We got our eggplant in recovery here. And we've got 3 grow towers. We've got the orange grow tower is empty right now. The yellow grow tower is empty right now. And the green grow tower coming along nicely. I'm gonna actually start to, actually no, I said I was gonna take a different approach with the lettuce. I gotta decide, do I cut and come again, or do I just harvest the whole head? We'll see. We've got basil in the tower. What's up, JC? Parsley, more parsley, which I keep harvesting, but we got new growth. I wasn't sure if this one was gonna grow back, but we do have new growth. Parsley, arugula, romaine lettuce, more arugula. Basil's growing back. Dinosaur kale, dinosaur kale, dinosaur kale, arugula, tatsoi. Oh, this plant is so freaking nice. Tatsoi. Yeah, the tower's looking gorgeous today. I gotta check the ppm so I can determine if I should feed it or not. Romaine, celosia flowers, zinnia. Both of these broke, so I decided to try to propagate. So we'll see if they root. Parsley's coming back. More parsley after I picked it. More arugula. The dill is coming in nice. Dinosaur kale, and then we got some spaces back here. So once stuff starts to get bigger, I can spread it out if I want, space it out better. And then this is, the tower's always make you need to pee. So the mocha swirl is very stressed today, but this is the rest of the grow here. First I'll show you the tomatoes and everything, but first I'll just show you the mocha swirl. It's very stressed out today. I had to cut the roots, right? There were a lot of damaged roots, and then the next day I cut off all the fruit. I promise she's gonna bounce back. She's very, very sad today, but she will be okay. There is new root growth. I'm just gonna leave her alone, and I promise it's gonna get better. You're gonna be okay, it's fine. Yes, I have heard of aquaponics. All right, so then we'll start over here. I've got the eggplant. This one is growing really fast now that I've been adding or feeding feeding it properly. We got a lot more flowers and a lot of new leaf growth. It's just a whole new plant is pretty much growing, which is exciting. It's like a second round. We got, I don't know how many fruit I got, maybe 8 to 10 eggplant in the first round, and now we'll see how many we get. They look good. And then moving on down the line, the green zebra, it looks like it's giving us more fruit now. We've got here, here, and here some tomatoes growing. They're just so small, it's pretty difficult to see, but we'll see over the coming days. We'll see them grow. Yeah, I got to take down some of the height of these again. I'm going to, actually, that's what we'll do. We're going to propagate the Paul Robeson. I'm going to take cuttings and I'm going to get rid of this plant because it's just not doing well. Why did I kill Mocha Swirl? It wasn't on purpose, but yeah. I did my best to try to fix something that was kind of too far gone. The pink icicle tomato. We've got a bunch of tomatoes growing, and this one is fully ripened. So we've got one that's almost ripe, but this one is fully ripened. It's ready. Like, this is perfect to be eaten now. So I'm gonna pick it today and I'm gonna try it. I can't wait. It's the first pink icicle tomato. I'm so excited. It's beautiful. I can't wait. It's actually a coral color. It's like a, it's not red, it's coral. It's beautiful. Yeah, it actually took 3 days. So the bottom started to blush. Day 2, it turned completely pink. And then by day 3, it was red, and today, or like dark pink, and today it's just a full color. So this one by tomorrow will probably have fully ripened. And then I see, I don't know, some of these look like they might be starting to blush here. I've got some tomato back there, and then I've got some over here. some over here. Just the bottom. It was still alive yesterday, so it's okay. It is what it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I have to start new seeds, I will. It's a learning experience. I've done that with my peppers before, where I totally F them up and I cut too much. It's just, you know what? I cut the bad parts. So it's either I leave it and the plant gets sick, or I cut it off and see if it survives, you know? It's just whatever. It is what it is. That's what I tell myself to make myself feel better, okay? But yeah, that is the dark galaxy over here. It is just huge. Got flowers back there. I'm gonna turn my lights down so I could take you guys under and show you. But yeah, these are all the icicle tomatoes. I can't wait. And they're so freaking pretty. I love these colors. Gorgeous. It's not, like I said, it's not quite red. It's like a hot pink. I don't know how to describe it. Atmos, check out the Fresh Princess After Dark. Link in the description below. Before I move on back to the dark galaxy, I'll show you guys the Cherokee purple. Cherokee purple. Got my first Cherokee purple tomato, and then I've got another one, which I guess it seems to be growing slowly. And then, like I said, every time I'm not on the live, I notice more growing, and then I lose my spot where I was looking, and now I don't see it anymore. Anyways, I had more growing. And then this is the Ponderosa. I had flowers yesterday that I was looking at. Oh, here. So yeah, again, blossom drop on this one. This is the problem I've been having with my tomatoes. But this one looks like it might be okay, so we'll see. Hopefully the flower stays. The Dark Galaxy, yeah. Just waiting to see what happens with these guys. Maybe we'll hand pollinate them. What's up, Alvin? And what's up, Andy? And then, yeah, we got a bunch of new flowers on the Dark Galaxies. As for the peppers, this is our jalapeno pepper plant. Got a little baby, got another baby, and we got a bunch of flowers that are gonna start to pop up now. A bunch of new flowers. I think we gotta just get this plant a little bit more light. I know, come on, Dark Galaxy. Galaxy's waiting for you. What the F? This one was doing so poorly, but it's finally bouncing back ever since I kind of cut half of it. And then this little guy, okay, right before I got on the live, I clocked where all the peppers are growing. Okay, so I think that might be a bell pepper. Or maybe a Lesia pepper, actually. Looks like it's going to kind of get narrow at the bottom. Got another one growing there. So yeah, and then this plant has a bunch of new leaf growth popping out here, which is cool. But yeah, I don't know what this pepper is going to be. We will find out soon. The spots on your leaves tell you why the blossoms are dropping. On which leaves? My peppers or my tomatoes? Calcium deficiency? Or the magnesium on the peppers? I don't know. This one, we've got flowers, but no peppers yet, or maybe we do and I'm missing it. Just like the jalapeno, it was kind of a surprise. And then the Criolla Sella finally started ripening. Look at, they look so cool. Finally, some color in the garden. I love these. I got another one back here that's ripening. What's up, Les? 4 days, 22 hours, and 21 minutes until spring. So yeah, those are the Criolla Sella peppers. They start off green and then they ripen into like a bright yellowy orange, and they ripen fast. I only had one ripe yesterday and now I have 3. But isn't that beautiful? So yeah, what's the spots on my leaves? Like this stuff? Is that what we're talking about? That's probably calcium, right? They ripen in 1 day. Yeah, it's so fast. It's so fast. So once they start to ripen, it's a quick process. So I've been trying to clean up the plant a little bit. I had a lot of leaves that were looking kind of like that were old and stuff from when I had issues. Oh, we got another one. Oh no, that's the same one. Anyways, they're beautiful. Looking for peppers growing here. We have peppers growing. I just don't know what they're gonna be yet. What does it look like to you? I don't know what it is. Just looking for some peppers. I had some growing on this plant. I just don't know where. But yeah, anyways. Go back to the leaf. This could be from my IPM too. It's hydrogen peroxide. The Fresh Princess Pepper Peeper. Nats ate the peppers. No, they did not. I'll check my pH. My pH in the buckets, both buckets yesterday were fine, because I had just done my nutrients, but I will check. As soon as we're done looking for peppers on this plant, I will check. Anyways, I don't know. I had peppers growing somewhere on this plant. We'll eventually find out, but it's a big plant. It looks nice and it looks healthy. Mocha swirl. It's infested with jaundice. Great diagnosis. It could be true and I'd have no idea. Yeah, we got a pepper growing over here. Somewhere. I saw it. It was somewhere. Anyways. And then we got the Marconi Rossos here. Kind of getting bigger. And we got new ones growing. Did I eat the peppers last night? I had a couple of them, yeah. I snacked on some. I harvested all my mocha swirl yesterday. Yeah, all right, well, let's check the pH and see. Well, first I'll show you guys my seedlings. So they're ready to go in the tower. What's up, Jack Ashes? Good morning. So yeah. Can we see the bottom of the leaf? Yes. First, I need some coffee before we diagnose yet another thing I gotta stress about in the garden. The mocha swirl looks like it's been dancing all night. It's downward leaf curling, Bernie. Did we see it? Are we good? Can I move it now? What's up, Ian? Good morning. Upward curling, like here. But what does that mean? Like these are curling upward a little bit. What does that mean? Oh, this one right here. I see what you're talking about. Well, this one, I don't know if it was curling downward and upward, and I touched it, and I... Anyways, that's the back side of the leaf. Yeah, you're just sharp. You and Bernie... That day with Bernie was like, go back to that one leaf. Yep, you got PM. I was like, what? I'm in my garden, and I barely even saw that. What? Yeah, oh yeah, I see some of them here are curling a little bit. All right, what does it mean? What does it mean, everybody? The bottom of this leaf, okay. What? Really? How? All right. I'm gonna go get the microscope. I'll be right back. I don't see any mites. I don't see anything. I don't see anything under my leaf, you guys. I'll take another one just in case. But there's where the spots are. So look at this. We can look at the top side of the leaf. So that's what the leaf is looking like, right? We got some little spots and whatever. So these are, to me, that's calcium. Like whenever I've looked up calcium or magnesium or something, you've got like these little spots, right? And because I've been, all the issues I see start with dissolved oxygen. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, that's what I forgot today, my frozen water jugs. Okay. See, I didn't it's the root cause, haha. I didn't panic, but I do get stressed out. Might be a little bit heavy on the microbes, maybe, because you're supposed to use, because I'm in Canada, it's by liter, so it's good morning, Bingus. It's 1 to 2 mils per liter, and I've been going on the higher end, so maybe I should pull back a little bit. My plants have been going through a rough time, so I've been adding too much, not adding enough. I had to make the switch to tap water and then pull back on the nutrients, and it was just it's been a little bit of a bumpy road the last few weeks with the garden, and we're finally back on track. So I had a moment there where I was going upstairs to get the microscope, and Hash, you're 100% right, man. I'm not arguing with you. I am, like I said, I'm plugging holes, and the tank is starting to fill up with water. Like I'm just Band-Aid. I'm just prolonging the inevitable. And right now, I accept that I'm not equipped to have the optimal environment, and I'm going to do the best I can till the end of the run. But as long as it's not mites or things like that, I already know what my other issues are, and I'm just going to do the best I can. But yeah, sorry about that, Boogie. Thoughts and prayers. TFP, this is what it says on Google. So here's the thing. Yeah, so I thank you, Vegas. Yeah, thank you, Riz, for doing that. Yeah, I try not to look at Google too much before I have all my information. But yeah, that's one thing, is like, because I've been so diligent, I feel confident. But again, I've never had mites, so I didn't know. I really don't know. Like, if that were the case, I really don't know how it would have come in here. Obviously, it's always possible. I don't have a clean lung room. This isn't treated like a lab. Anything could happen. I always check with the microscope, and it's thanks to you guys. You guys have taught me that. So every time after I'm pruning and you guys see me take the tray outside, after the live, I typically take a leaf and I put several leaves under the scope. Well, just because honestly it really just looks cool and I like to look at it, but also just to confirm. And so that's why I know when Hash said this morning, like, you got bugs real bad in your tent, I'm like, I don't. It's dust, fans. I gotta clean my air purifier. It's still running all day, but it, yeah. Yeah, there was no sign of mites. I could grab another leaf just to be cautious, but again, I'm always looking at the underside of my leaves. But that, honestly, thank you, because this also helps everyone else learn too, right? So, phew. But there was a moment where I was going to get the microscope and I was like, I swear, I'm gonna quit right now. Shh, don't let the plants hear me. Actually, yeah, spider mites, they do leave webs. So I've looked into all the kinds of pests because my first run, I had just started growing and I got thrips. In my entire grow tent was infested with thrips. And so I didn't know what they were at the time. I had to Google and go through the process of elimination. She put out an IPM short, it was never a doubt. Yeah, but in the IPM short, the particles flying around, because I had the flash on my camera, appeared to be bugs. So I had someone comment on my video on Instagram, they're like, oh no, you have aphids? I'm like, no man, it's dust. FFS. I'm just kidding. Keep the garden as clean as you do is a great way to avoid bugs. Yes, even like when I take my dog out, or even if I pet her or hold her, I gotta go change my clothes, brush my hair. I wear slippers in the grow tent. I'm the only one allowed in here. I dust, I vacuum on, like, every other day I'm vacuuming in here, dusting. So bugs are attracted to light, absolutely. So I know there's only so much I can do, right? But that's why I'm a little bit worried about the summer. I'm a little bit worried about the summer. I'm gonna have to get a filter on my intake fan because I have the door to let Scarlet out, like right there. Keep doing IPM, you got this. Thank you. Thanks, Cavs. Appreciate you. What's up, Steph? Good morning. Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. We're gonna start some new seeds today. I wanna show you guys my, my lettuce that we started the other day. They sprouted and we're also going to get them in a tray. To be fair, I would assume there is a light on her camera. Yeah, that's why it looked like it was bugs, but it was dust. You ever have that where you have like the sun kind of like peering through the window, and if your house is a little bit dusty, then you see the dust particles flying around? Like, they're not bugs, it's dust. What's up, Taz? Good morning. Listen to the plant more so than the other growers. Absolutely. The thing is, I'm still learning what the plant is trying to tell me, but because I'm eliminating, it's like process of elimination, right? If you can eliminate a lot of the big things, then it's easier to narrow down what your plant is trying to tell you, especially when you're learning and you don't really know what to look for. But this run, I'm really learning about just how to observe your plant and learn what it's trying, what it needs or what it wants, or that's the one thing up until now I really lacked. Was like my last run, I had the crazy pH swings, my peppers looked like they look now. I got discouraged and I reset my run. That was crazy. I could have, if the plants were so far gone, I had bad root rot, but if it weren't for the root rot, I could have fixed the plant. The curled leaves are telling you something. It could be because I slightly increased the lights, but then it would be maybe more yellow. I don't know. I'll have to look it up because I don't know what it means. I also slightly reduced the watering, but then there's also spots on the leaves, so I don't know. That's my one thing, is sometimes I make too many changes, and even though they're called micro changes, does not mean you can make too many of them at once, because then it's difficult to understand what results in what. There's no way you're giving those tomatoes too much light. Yeah, I agree. Plants are talking in a strange language. I don't want to hear them. That's funny, Rose. They're not complete. Yeah, it's obviously about, I understand. Hash, we got a dissolved oxygen problem. I don't have enough dissolved oxygen. I can't breathe. That I can understand. But you know what's crazy is the tomato that it's happening on is the one with the best fruits. Well, as far as the other day. But I don't know. Maybe it's the bucket is just too full. They look happy, but also, yeah, I can't really see what's happening on the bottom. So, yeah, that's the plant that's having the curling and whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. And the bucket is like very, very full. I can't move it. My pH in the buckets is probably a little bit high. It's probably going to be like 6.5 because yesterday when I checked it, it was like 6.2, and sometimes it just keeps going up. Have a great day, Storms. Bucket might be a bit too full. Yeah, I don't know how to properly cut the roots without affecting the plant. I tried to do it on another plant and I accidentally killed it. Over here behind me, my mocha swirl. So 6.2 is my pH right now in the buckets, and my EC is 1. Yeah, 6.2. And in my last bucket, because my system is long, right? So by the time we get to the last bucket, but yeah, the roots are looking pretty good considering everything. Let's check here. .5 in the last bucket. What's up, Stoner dude? Gray tips could mean overwatering a bit. It's possible. I've been doing 10 seconds every 3 minutes. Plants with dissolved oxygen will look happy, but they will not produce. So yeah, that could be the problem. So yeah, it goes from 6.2 to 6.5. The water level in the buckets is already quite low. That, yeah, I mean, I have like an elbow that keeps the water level up a bit higher, which I leave usually so that the air stone can be submerged. I don't know, this system isn't the greatest system. I watched a commercial, tomato hydro grower. He trims his roots as a standard part of maintenance. Yes, so if you guys watched on the Urban Gardener, we interviewed G Mama Grows a couple weeks ago, and she prunes her tomato roots regularly in her hydroponic system, and she's got no problem. So there's a specific way to do it. You just, I guess, have to be careful. It's just all those roots look so healthy, and I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Magnesium, iron, or calcium deficiency, or even magnesium, it would show up at the top of the plants first. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like catching up on the chat. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, so I get water temperature. I know my water temperature is too high, so I got to get my makeshift water chiller for now, and then next run I'll get something set up. That's the goal for the next run, is really resolve the water temperature and then see what the next lesson is to offer after figuring that out, because that's been a challenge I've been having since the beginning. Yeah, this microscope, I originally got it to look at my flowers in my cut flower garden up close. Good morning, MK. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I got it from Vivor. I think it goes 1,300 times or 1,500 times. It's honestly come in so handy for the garden. I use it all the time. And it's also great for these lives, because then I get to show everybody what I'm looking at, and we can all learn together. Hydro guys, should EC be at 2 for bloom? So my EC was at 2, Jay, but then when I made the switch back to RO water after tap water, I had to scale back on the nutrients as well, because I think I don't remember what was happening, but it's been a crazy couple weeks. I feel like a lot has happened, and I did write about it, but now I can't go back and reread my own writing, so I gotta type my notes out. Those roots look pretty robust for lack of DO, especially since root needs oxygen to grow. Well, we got the air stone. I tried I tried increasing the frequency of the watering, but reducing the length. And so yeah, the roots are looking pretty good, but they weren't looking that good a couple weeks ago. They've been doing better now. So the roots look healthy now. They weren't always looking the best, but ever since I started using the beneficials and the HydroGuard, I really see a change. In fact, I think I've documented it. I should do a video of like before and after the results. So today we're just gonna start some new seeds. If I notice, the ones with the bad roots are the ones pushing out tomatoes. That's why it wouldn't be my first thought as to what's causing discoloration of the leaf. Honestly, it could be I've never considered that maybe I'm using too much of the beneficials because I'm using on the higher end than recommended. But yeah, let me go look at my roots here. Okay, yeah, the roots, I mean, there's like no root rot or anything, but they don't look nearly as healthy as any of the other roots, that's for sure. No root rot, but like they're not as white. All I smell is gypsy grape. Smells so good. Yeah. So is there a way to measure how much oxygen? Like how do you quantify that, or how do you measure it? Like how do you put a number on it? In deep water culture, they will turn brown. Well, I can tell you that the roots that are submerged in the water, in the bottom layer of the water, those ones are like the cleanest roots, the ones that are submerged in water. It's the ones that are outside of the water that are getting misted that are affected. But I do believe that obviously it has to do with dissolved oxygen, because all my pepper plants are like borderline root rot. But then if you look at the after dark roots, I mean, it's not nearly as bad as the peppers. So they're not great, but they're not horrible. When roots are suspended in air, they will breathe ambient air directly bypassing the lines. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. So I have no idea about what we're gonna learn. Everything I just said can be fact checked. Not saying I don't believe you. Because I don't understand, I don't have much to say in response other than I'm gonna learn about it and we'll figure it out. It's part of the journey. Yeah, can I get an IV on a plant stock? What? How do you stop small jumping insects that eat the roots? Get rid of the plant. Yeah, I would get rid of it. Like if I had pests on my plants at this point, I would just reset the grow tent. I wouldn't even bother. Trying to fight something that's already there, which is what I'm doing, it's just not bugs, but I'm trying to fight something that's already there is like, it's ridiculous. You're creating an uphill battle for yourself, but whatever. I'm also learning a lot during this process, so I'm gonna, it's the air gap that saves the plant roots. I need to look into it better because I feel like the air gap is where the roots are the most brown. You can get a meter to check dissolved oxygen. Okay. You're good. Just try to hit your marks like you've been doing. Yeah, so I know that there's a few things that I do not have right now that I need to implement that will make a world of a difference, and that these problems will continue to arise until I do that. Like, I have a very clear understanding of that. But similar to the last grow, it was more like, all right, we're here. How do we just make the best of what is and just move forward the best we can, you know? Okay, popping seeds. Sit down over here. I've got my handy dandy organized binder. Have some coffee. Start some seeds. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys really quick. We got some lettuce seeds over here, some romaine lettuce. So I got to get those somewhere. I'm just going to leave them on the paper towel for now, but I folded back. Oh, we got more that sprouted. All right, I'm just going to lift this because what happens if I leave the paper towel over top, they're going to either get too wet and kind of like just get slimy. So I'm going to just make sure I keep that paper towel damp without spraying the seedlings themselves. And I'm actually going to leave the lid off. I want to check my foam collars. We did a little bit of a test to see which germination worked better. So for those of you that have been following along, you know I typically do paper towel, but then I've also been trying to pop a seed inside a foam collar because usually that's where I grow my seeds, or also it helps, or grow my seedlings, or it helps me manage the moisture better so that my seeds don't dry out, or my seedlings don't dry out, or the medium doesn't dry out while I'm trying to germinate. And so it pops through the foam collar. So I put the foam collar on a damp piece of paper towel. I pop the seed in the hole, and then the seedling pops through the hole. So yeah, we have a few of them that have sprouted. So I'm actually going to take this off. Just leave the dome lid cracked because now, so with the seedlings, I need to have fun, calves. I need to kind of like babysit, not even every day, like every hour, because they can dry. It's like so delicate between, well, for me at least, between overwatering, underwatering, preventing them from getting like moldy and decomposing. So now they're doing okay, but I got to stay on top of it. Dissolved oxygen meters are key for aeroponics to ensure mist quality supports root health despite healthy appearance. Yes, I feel like that. I mean, I can't believe I've been doing it this long without a tool like that. I can't believe some of the tools I have that I just procured, I can't believe it took me this long to think about. So something like that could be cool and helpful, if not to fix the problem, just to help me learn and understand what it means. I didn't know that meters existed. Aeroponic cloning, and not sure how well I'm doing. A buddy of mine is helping, not sure if I'm doing it correct. Aeroponic cloning is the simplest cloning method in my opinion. You can use tap water and get roots to 4 to 7 days. Yes. I'm almost 2 weeks and nothing. Did you cut on a 45? Did you cut below a growth node? Did you, what are you trying to clone? Cannabis? So for those of you that missed it, I organized my seed the other day. I just dropped my binder, so one of them fell out. But yeah, we organize them in a binder with sleeves, so now I can go through and easily find what I'm looking for. Put all my seed packs in here, and then when you want the details, you just flip it over and you can read about it. Once I get more seeds, I can double up, but the front of the binder is like leafy greens and herbs, which is really what I'm just going to continuously be starting, just to keep the towers full at all times. Okay, see, I don't know. How do I didn't know that. I haven't looked it up yet. The thing is, I need more than one water chiller. I have 2 systems, so yeah. Unless I don't know, I gotta rethink the systems. You know, now, ideally, because these 2 systems are on the exact same nutrients, technically I could get rid of both reservoirs, the garbage can ones, and put a larger res. Maybe I should do that as like an immediate fix for the main res water temperature. Some of them cost over $1,000. Yeah, I did not look at the cost. I thought it maybe like 40-50 bucks. You know, I really didn't think it was going to be anything crazy. All right, so I'm just going to do regular paper towel. Little citrus tree called calamondin, and just did yeah, basil is pretty easy to root. I don't know, I've had like 3 people that I've asked or that I've interviewed on the green room that I've asked, like, what's your easiest plant? And a lot of people say basil's the easiest. So yeah, for the paper towel method, if you don't know, paper towel, put it on my sprouting tray, I dampen it with a spray bottle, lay my seeds out, sandwich it with another piece of paper towel, and that's it. In a couple days, especially with the lettuce seeds, they sprout within a couple days, and it's awesome. Okay. It's fast, it's efficient, and I think I'm doing a better job at managing the freshly sprouted seedlings. You don't need the meter if you correct the water flow issue. Well, for starters, I think I need to look at the pump. So now with the tomato buckets, I don't have pH swings and I'm not having crazy issues because the tomato buckets are flowing correctly. Good morning, Lone Wolf. I don't know, why don't you tell us what the issue is today? I'm issue free. It's a good one. I wish I was issue free. I mean, I was going to say there's always an issue in the grow tent, but you know what? There's always an opportunity in the grow tent. I'll stop mentioning what I see and just make jokes so we can have a better time. Honestly, it doesn't even bother me that you mention what you see. It's good. It helps me learn. I don't see sometimes with through an experienced lens or whatever you want to call it. So it's helpful. But yeah, so thank you. My only issue is my plants grow too much flower and I've been trimming too long now. I mean, that's a pretty good problem to have. Congratulations. All right, let's get some lettuce, shall we? So yeah, honestly, I appreciate, like, you know, tell me something's wrong with my plants, tell me you saw something. That goes for any of you. I can either choose to listen or not, but I always appreciate it. means you're paying attention. See, that was such a good joke. I dumped all the seeds out of the packet into my hand. We're just gonna go crazy today with the lettuce. So I'm doing regular leaf lettuce. Yeah, that's funny. I'll read it out loud for those of you that don't get to see the chat replay. Hackers grow their plants in hydro to get root access. Ha, ha. You want to play that game, Lone Wolf? Because we can go. No, I'll be polite and I'll behave myself. And I'll be positive and I'll be kind. Yeah. Then you can really call it trim jail. Tell us 2 truths about yourself and 1 lie. All right. Two truths and 1 lie. Okay, I gotta think about it because I gotta make it good. Because the truths have to be like crazy truths. All right. All right. Ready? Why did the aquaponic farmer break up with his girlfriend? She said the relationship had no flow. Boom. All right, 2 truths and a lie. Are you ready? Anybody ever play 2 truths and a lie? Where I say 3 things and you guys have to decide which are the 2 truths and which one is the lie. Number 1. I walked on the roof of the CN Tower on something called the Edge Walk in Toronto, Ontario. Number 2, I won a water skiing competition when I was younger. And number 3, I was in a music video a while back. I was in a music video. Which one are the truths and which one is the lie? Like, what time is it? Number 2 is the lie. What's up, real deal? 3 is a lie. What, Big Nug? What, am I not good enough to be in a music video or something? Number 4, what? Music videos made up. Number 3 is true. How do you know? I'm just kidding. What do you guys think is the lie? Should I put up a poll? 2 truths and a lie. Number 1, climbed on the CN Tower, did the edge walk, or not climbed, but walked on the roof of the CN Tower. Number 2, won a water skiing competition when I was young. And number 3, I was in a music video. Number 1 is true, we know for sure. How do you know is number 1's true? I never told. You told me that yourself. Did I? Oh. Well, I guess you gotta keep track of the lies you tell people. I'm just kidding. lot of people think number 2 is a lie. All right, well, I'll reveal the answer at the end of the live. Stick around. I'm just kidding. Yeah, for those of you that voted that number 2 is a lie, you're right. I did not win a water skiing competition. I can water ski, but they're all lies. No, I actually was in a music video, and I actually did walk on the CN Tower. What's up, default behavior? Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Cheers. So I have one tray full of leaf lettuce and romaine. Just gonna sandwich it with another piece of paper towel, and I'm actually gonna pop, just for my own peace of mind, we're gonna do a mocha swirl and the Chinese 5-color pepper seed. And if the buckets aren't ready for it, then we'll just put it in cocoa or something. Start a new grow off to the side in cocoa. I don't know where I put them. Dome lids. So for every time my seedling trays are ready to be moved into the tower, so now I'm going to take those probably tomorrow, get those into the grow tower, and now I could put these germinating seeds up there, and then take those seedlings and move them down there. So it'll be a cycle of start your seeds, once those sprout, get those in there so that by the time these seedlings are ready, you get them out. So yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, MK, they're getting so big, and I'm trying to get them to a large enough point so that they're not like dying reaching for the light. Like they're still gonna look for light, but not as much. So like this one, for example, it's pretty big now. It's a good size, and they look healthy. They're in the clay pebbles, and we've got some nice little roots. What did those seedlings do to deserve stop being put in the tower? What do you mean to deserve? You must have done something if you're gonna deprive them of light. Well, I can just leave them in here and continue to grow them, but in my buckets are on bloom, and I have nowhere else to put them unless I make another system. Burning. I mean, it's funny, but like, oh my god, I hope that's not true. Back to the closet. Yeah, don't come out until dinner. You know what? Despite what people think, I love my plants. I swear. All right. What should I pop in the next tray? Welcome back, Habitual. Or were you already here? No, I don't think you were here. Happy Sunday. I loved your video. I watched it this morning. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna fill this with water. Just like the port. No, I didn't even show you guys. The lemon seedling looks better today. I'll show you. Hang on. Coffee, and then I gotta fill my spray bottle up too. Yeah, I thought you were here. But good morning. Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Again, Sunday is where I try to do things to set myself up for success for the week. So this week or today, I'm going to spend some time, probably tonight, I'm going to spend some time cleaning. What's up, EE? Good to see you. I want to spend some time cleaning the grow tent, I always like to do that, like a deep cleaning on a Sunday, just to make sure. I'll show you guys the lemon seedling as I talk. I always like to keep things clean, especially on a Sunday. That way going into Monday, I don't know, it just feels like I'm ready to take on the week. Oh, my sticky trap just fell. Guess it's not sticky enough. So the lemon seedling, or the lemon whatever stick, looks better. It's more green today, and the stem is actually totally becoming green again. It's fully coming back to life. She just needs help, you know? I like... I already grow in soil, Lone Wolf. Have you not been paying attention? Look. You see? See how... Look at the wonder of how I grow in soil. I'm just kidding. The hole in the sticky trap is so that you can tie it on. Oh, well, I did not know that. Yeah, let me struggle. Work hard, not smart. I told you guys I do everything backwards. I'm shocked that we made it to this point right now, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's actually not Pro Mix. I'll do you one better. It's freaking Miracle Grow. Does that make you cringe? Does that make you cringe, Lone Wolf? No, but I don't know. You know what? We're gonna go back again, because I keep doing this to show you guys. I'm gonna, yeah, horse is in Miracle Grow. I want to, yeah, the ties were not included on these. Just the sticks. You know, the little picks. Lone Wolf, I'm gonna show you my outdoor soil garden, and then you can be like, leave me alone a little bit, because I understand, okay? I get it. I respect it. I get it. I wouldn't use any time-release nutrients. No, I actually used Grow Dots on my flower garden the first year because I didn't know. But yeah, where's my garden from last year? This year's garden is gonna be crazy. Like, I'm so excited. I'm gonna, yeah, you know what? I should ignore you. What's wrong with Miracle Grow? They make some good soil. No, I mean, I don't know. Some people have beef with Miracle Grow. It's just what I had because it's indoor soil, and usually there's no gnats, or I don't have any issues with that. It's just time-release nutrients. I think they're called Grow Dots, right? They're like, it was Miracle Grow, and it's like these little balls. They look like almost like coriander seeds. This chat is like Jerry Springer today. Really? Oh, are people, oh, it's probably, Grow Dots are slow-release granules, yeah. I was like, oh god, is this one of those, if a little person comes out and starts fighting? Oh my god. Alright. Jerry! Gonna find my outdoor garden for you guys. I want to show you guys how much better this summer is gonna be. Ammonium phosphate is the problem. That's the miracle in every bag of Miracle Grow. Throw a chair. Mia, all I got is a kneeler. All right, let me show you guys the outdoor garden. Well, this was, I guess, kind of nearing the end of the garden season, but where is it? I don't know, it's like whenever I go through my album, I have all these pictures or videos of my garden, and then when I actually go looking for it, I can never find it. Oh my god, these were my cafe au lait dahlias from last year. They're dinner plate dahlias. They're so beautiful. And then, yeah, these are the tubers that I saved for this year. Hopefully they're still good, but wait. Those are the floret flower dahlias. And that was the rest of the garden. I mean, the soil, yeah, the garden, I feel like my first year was actually better than the second year, like I told you guys. But anyways, I'm excited about this year. So like I said, I have one flower bed right now, and I'm going to dig 2 more. One is going to be, so one bed right now kind of is like lengthwise, like east-west. So I'm gonna do both others north-south, like lengthwise, perpendicular to the current bed, because I think they're gonna get more light that way because the dahlias aren't getting enough light. So, yeah. Cornelius is jealous of it too. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, Hash, this is the only bug we got in the grow tent. Cornelius. Bernie breeds little... what's up, Mr. Crowley? Sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. Yeah, so the outdoor garden is going to be awesome, and I have maybe like 15 different zinnia varieties I'm gonna grow in one bed, like I told you guys. And then I have my dahlias. I ordered a bunch of new ones, I showed you guys. So those are gonna go in their own bed. And then all the filler stuff like celosia, snapdragons. I've never grown snapdragons before, but I feel like they like a lot of sunlight. But I also, the woman that got me into growing the flowers told me that she actually had to get a shade cloth for her snapdragons because too much sun and they actually tend to really wilt. So I'll just show you guys one last shot here. The end of the season was the best last year because the garden, I don't know, that's the problem. In Canada, it only takes off in like September. Am I planting any sunflowers? I should, MK. Put Cornelius on a sticky trap. He's too heavy, he'll fall off. But these are the celosia. Look how cool those are. So depending on the seed, they grow in different shapes, right? And then this is another, the bees love the celosia. That was my flower garden 2 years ago. But again, the dahlias, they took quite a bit of time to bloom. Hang on, I'll show you guys. Tomatoes wilt in the sun if not watered enough. Are you suggesting that Cornelius has dust mites? Alright, where is it? So yeah, I might do sunflowers, and I'm gonna order hollyhocks because hollyhocks get really tall, and hummingbirds apparently love hollyhocks. They're beautiful, and they're really nice for pollinators. The bees love them, so I will definitely be doing those. You know what, Lone Wolf? Maybe you have mites. No, I'm just kidding. Did I miss the sip of coffee? Oh, cheers. All right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I had to go away last year, and I went away in September. Not last year, the year before. And when I came back, my garden was like insane. It was crazy. I had so many blooms. It was it was wild. So that's my soil garden, my cut flower garden. So I'm gonna do that, but ×3 this year. So here everything was mixed in one bed. Dahlias, zinnias, celosias, all kinds mixed together. Oh, there's me and my flowers, but anyways, yeah. So it definitely was, yeah, beautiful. It was beautiful. Where's the veggies? Yeah, no veggies, but yeah, I don't know. The outdoor garden, I mean, toward the end, this was in October. And even though we still had some frost, had some bees there. Beautiful. What is scabies? Ew. That sounds so gross. I know now I don't even like hugging people. I'm like, just don't touch me, okay? We can say hello, but I don't know what you've got on your clothes. Yeah, and then I got some like really just fan-freaking-tastic bouquets of flowers that just don't even look real. I show you guys all the time because I dream of summer days. I can't wait. Like, come on, look at those. Beautiful. Scabiosa is a type of flower. That's why I said it sounds like a disease. Celosia is edible. I know. I didn't realize until I saw a Baker Creek post on Instagram. So yeah, this was September. I got home to powdery mildew all over my outdoor garden. It always happens toward the end of the season, and I just let it go. It's whatever. It's just nature. I guess there's more moisture at the end of the season. But yeah, those are the celosia back there. They look like Dr. Seuss style flowers. And then you got the dahlias, the zinnias. These are all floret flower. The entire garden was floret flower. It was gorgeous. I was harvesting flowers like daily. It's beautiful. And then to come back to this, like, you know, it's just like, it's awesome. And the celosias are the type of flowers where they just set so much fruit wherever they grow, like, or not fruit, sorry, so many seeds once they're done. And they just drop seeds. So if you were to not clean up the plants and just leave the celosia and let it kind of go, even though it's not a perennial, the seeds drop and I guarantee you'll get sprouts the next year. Dahlias were the main flower in my wedding cake. Oh, that's so nice, Default. Yeah, dahlias are gorgeous. Like, and there's some that are so unique. Like, look at that. That doesn't even look like a dahlia, but it's so pretty. Yeah, I had some really, really beautiful, beautiful bouquets that I created. It's an early summer around these parts. I'm up to 5 now. They never listen. No, Lone Wolf, it's more like me cursing in my garden because I got Japanese beetles everywhere, so no. Yeah, I just can't freaking wait, you guys. I got so many beautiful flowers planned for this summer. I told you guys I ordered my dahlia tubers, right? So I'll just show you really quick. Of course you do, Hash. He's the one telling you about the dissolved oxygen. And you're just regurgitating the information. Yeah. I think I've seen you once in a movie. Oh my god. So there's one that we're gonna do this summer. This one's my favorite. I already showed you guys this, but I'll show you again. There it is. Hot fudge and caramel dahlias. Cafe au lait mix dahlias. Blue wish dahlias. Bayou blue dahlias. Bing Bang Boom dahlia. And the Bora Bora dahlia. I can't wait. Those are going to be so cool, man. And then I'm going to collect seeds and I'm going to grow them in the buckets because that's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait. I cannot freaking wait. So yeah, guys, that's really it for today. I guess I was going to pop some more seeds and I left my tray just like that. So I'll do it when I get off the live. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with one last shot of the garden. Mite free, knock on mylar. Bing Bang Boom. Yeah, I love the name. And we got our ripening Crayola Cellas. Woohoo! They're so cute. What's that crawling on the leaf? Ha ha. Anyways. And that's it, you guys. That's the garden. So I'm going to harvest my tomato today. I'm going to taste it. And yeah. I'm going to Google. Can we see the mocha swirl one more time? This happened to my peppers last time. Do you guys remember my last run? I had a habanero pepper that I gave a root rinse to. So I did not give this a root rinse. I cut the roots. What's up, cannabis? I cut the roots and then I harvested the fruit. The roots were starting to show signs of root rot. So now the plant is like under severe stress. It is not doing well. And I had my last grow, I gave a root rinse with H2O2 that was too strong. And it recovered. It looked just like this and it actually recovered. I just had to give it time. So this is my doing. This is, yeah, I didn't take the proper approach. I should have probably harvested the fruit, waited a few weeks and then cut the roots, or I don't know, because then, you know, if you do get root rot, it can spread. So I didn't know. I just thought, okay, let's just deal with the roots ASAP. So anyways, we're here. Crack. Yeah. All right. We'll see what I got in the cupboard, in the good old medicine cupboard. And it's okay, Les. It's okay. We're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back. It's okay. Things happen, and I'm learning, and it just, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. And to answer your question, Les, I have not, but here it is. It's fully ripened, so I'm gonna pick it today. Look how gorgeous it is, right? You take the good with the bad. Some things are just, we know they're gonna happen, right? We know that if my water temperature issues don't get resolved, I know I'm still gonna have issues. So I can't really be, can we see the roots that I cut? Honestly, they look so bad that I don't even want to show them. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of them because I don't want to get overwhelmed, and I don't want to be too hard on myself, and I know I'm gonna kind of beat myself up about it. So I'm gonna take a picture of the roots, or a video. That way I can't hide or run away from the reality of what they look like. I'm gonna save it, and I am going to, you double dare me to show it? All right, that's what it's all about. We're gonna learn. I don't know, I don't want to show it, but all right, I'll show it. They look really bad, and I had to cut quite a bit off, and now I'm left with this. And I think they're gonna be okay. I think they'll bounce back. Okay, I'm a little bit tougher than that. I'm not gonna cry. I just don't want to, I want to be honest, you know? I don't want to hide and whatever, but sometimes I beat myself up about these things, and then it affects the way I take care of the garden. And so I try to stay positive, but it's gonna be fine. Like I've done worse to my plants, unfortunately, and so it's gonna be fine. I just have to be super gentle with it, yeah, it'll be fine. I have faith in my ability to care for it, and I have faith in my plants, or confidence in my ability, and I have faith in my plants. There's no slime, but see, the thing is, Hash, there's no slime, but there was gonna be slime if I didn't cut it off. And so I made the call. Time of death, you know, like I had to make the call. So it is what it is, you know. You have to, everything that happens in your garden, you have to make a decision, and you have to stick with it. And so I made the decision to trim the roots because I felt like there was nothing else to do. Do I want to sacrifice the rest of my plants? No. Do I want to punch Lone Wolf? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I swear, Lone Wolf, I'm trying to be respectful, but man, sometimes you're like... anyways, so we're learning. It's all good. But yeah, I feel like I'm Band-Aid fixing, but yeah, Jerry. Yeah, it'll bounce back. It'll bounce back. I'm trying to have a positive mindset. I don't want to hide anything, so that's why I showed it. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable because because I get judgment, you know. But it's also about learning, and there's gonna be somebody else out there one day that's gonna come across this video that's a visual learner like me, that's gonna want to see what not to do with your plants. Transferring it to cocoa can save it. I mean, honestly, I'm game. I really enjoy my experience with cocoa, so at the very least it'll save. Okay, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to repot it to cocoa if that's, because I know that it's going to continue to go south. The problem is that even the roots that look okay, I don't know, but then again, I've seen it with Bernie's plants. Bernie has shown me that he was able to like fix his roots with the use of beneficials and enzymes, and really just things totally bounced back. So I think there's a way to salvage, but I gotta think about my options. So, but at least there's options, and there's always more seeds that I can start. So yeah, have an awesome Sunday, everybody. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. Come find me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's Monday, so yeah, enjoy what's left of the weekend. I am probably, you know what, probably next weekend we're gonna get the lettuce in the orange tower. We'll see how they do over the course of the week. I just got to get a larger air stone in there. But yeah, come hang out with me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we're probably gonna just set up some more seedling trays and just keep popping more seeds, take care of the garden. Maybe got to feed the tower. Come hang out. Have a wonderful Sunday, everybody, and don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out and for helping with my garden and just for making me laugh. I was like, what, MK? That's funny. All right. Well, thank you. I needed that laugh. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.